This is Ryan Elliott for ID Boxing. I'm delighted to be joined via Zoom by the Gorilla, John Ryder. John, haven't seen you for a while. How are you?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm good, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. Obviously, you've got this Parker fight on the horizon, a massive all British fight. I'm guessing you've had that serious fire in training camp. Nothing really compares to an all British big fight.
No, that's it. Like you say, I had other options on the table and was exploring other options, but yeah, nothing gets the juices flowing like a domestic clash. And I feel this is the right fight at the right time for me. So it's a great opportunity. What with the interim belt on the line, obviously there's massive talks of the Munguia fight happening. But I think win this fight, get this interim belts. These fights are still there. There's still possibilities for the future. But you take a Munguia fight, this fight is going to pass you up, and Zach could go and fight whoever. So I think for myself, my career, and Zach's career, it's the best fight possible for both of us.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about because the Munguia fight was quite heavily linked to yourself, and then it went very quiet. There was talk of Belanga as well, potentially, but all in all, it sounds like it's probably worked out for the best.
Yeah, I think Belanga is banned till mid-December still. Um, and to be honest, we was happy with the terms to agree to the Munguia fight, but I think he was having contract issues at some period, and it went dead, and then they come back on. So it just, yeah, a bit of a confusing time, and it was lucky that we still had the iron in the fire for this fight, and we could get it over the line.
We're in an era where often there can be a struggle to make fights between different promoters and different networks and politics. But does this fight just show if both parties really want it, it can be done?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously it was ongoing at the same time as Fury and AJ, and I think it's I know we got mine Zach Parker's fight over the line, but there's a lot more goes into obviously the AJs and the Fury fights that I wouldn't even begin to understand. But so it shows that the two parties can work together and agree. But listen, hopefully in time they can agree to the mega fight of them two and give the fans what they really want.
Let's talk about Zach then. He does carry power, come forward fighter. You're expecting the styles to gel quite well?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he doesn't really like to take a backward step, does he? He's takes a few side to side steps when he's switching, but no, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I've been in there with bangers before, and you often know what banger's going to bring to the table, but he's got a bit more to his game than just a come forward banger. He switches it up. He's head and body. He's doing it from both stances. So I've got to have my work cut out, but I think I've been in there with enough styles now to know what I'm up against and to find a way.
Look, you are the away fighter here. You've been stung on scorecards before in the past in your career. Do you just have to put any judging concerns to the back of your mind and just do your job on the night?
Yeah, I think so because you can get in your head that you've got to go for the stoppage, but I've been in there looking for the stoppage before and it just doesn't come. So you're better off to go out there, box to the best of your abilities, and have faith in what the judges do. They're there for a reason, and listen. We've seen it before, and I'm sure we'll see it again. But we've got to trust in these judges that they do their job properly. And I could be signing my own death certificate here saying things like this, but just trust that they judge a fight fairly, and the correct winner gets the victory on the night.
Obviously, with the WBO interim status being on the line for the winner, the prize is monumental. You're either fighting Canelo Alvarez or you're fighting for a vacant belt. Um, has the Canelo fight ever been mentioned to you previously, and how big an incentive is that, knowing what's at stake here?
Obviously, it's during the lockdown period, I was around the world pretty much following about in and around the vicinity for if an opponent had pulled out and or got injured or caught COVID, whatever. But I think now that this title's on the line, it's a good fight for the both of us. Puts you in a great position. Not necessarily just for Canelo. Like this belt can hold enough weight to go and defend against other good fighters. Like I say, the fight with Zach is a good fight for me because if you go and beat Zach next week, the likes of the Munguia fight are still there, and it makes it an even bigger fight because there's an interim title on the line. So, like, likewise with Belanga, they're all highly ranked with these governing bodies, so it makes these fights even bigger. So, like I say, we picked the right fight at the right time, and it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Well, I've got you here, John. There's one fight I want to get your thoughts on. We know Caleb Plant and David Benavidez have both signed to fight each other. Brilliant fight. Can you pick a winner?
But like I say, I mean that's for an interim title as well. A great fight. Um, I really don't feel like Benavidez has got too much business being around this weight anymore. He's massive, isn't he? I think his best days are going to come at 175. I think he needs to make a move up sooner rather than later, before the weight really gets the better of him. But I think Plant's shown what a talent he is as well. Obviously, Benavidez has been world champion, as has Plant, but they've both had their issues outside of boxing. But I think the fans are in for a real treat.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, John, was it's been a difficult time for the Sims gym of late. Everything going on with Conor Benn, but also Joe Cordina losing his world title. How has the mood kind of been within the camp, and how have you guys managed that?
I think, listen, we're all a massive team at the end of the day, and like I say, it was hard. Obviously, hearing about Joe being stripped of his world title, that we all buzzed off him winning in April in Cardiff, and was all there just willing him on, and it was great to have that celebration with him after. But so that was a real kick in the teeth for the gym, and a shame. And then this come about. Obviously, we're all fight fans as well, so we was buzzing for the gym, buzzing for our friend to go in there and do a job. But it's been a crap time. Yeah, it's like it's like suffering a death in the family. It's been a bit of a strange time, not knowing how to feel, like what to say and stuff. But I think we're coming out the right side of it now, and hopefully that all things will show that it was a mistake, and that Conor Benn is a clean athlete and not a drug cheat that everyone's making him out to be.
Yeah, we've heard Conor do a little bit of media, but we're still kind of awaiting his full case, so to speak. And I know that's ongoing in the background, but I'm sure you still speak to him. How confident is he that he will clear his name?
Well, listen, I don't know. I don't ask Conor about what's going on. It's his business. I just care that he's well in himself, and his family are good, and that he's happy. And I think that the moment it come about, I don't think any one of us in the gym believed he was a drug cheat. It's not a fortunate thing that's happened, and just hope that in time that the proof comes out that he's innocent and he can move on with his career.
All right, John, I'm going to leave the final word to you. Obviously, you got this big fight with Zach Parker coming up. O2 Arena, what can the fans expect to see?
O2 Arena, London. I'm an away fighter on a show in London against a man from Derby. Just expect me to put my best foot forward. All this knowledge I've gained over the last 12 years of being a pro, it's all comes down to next Saturday for the WBO interim title. And listen, I'm going to win by hook or by crook. It's going to be a victory for me.